Hello and welcome back to another game in Climbing the Ranked Ladder. Coming back to this with a very different team. In this case, a very bulky team, because a lot of the investment on most of these Pokemon are actually quite different than normal. as you can tell from that EV spread there. And so the goal here is we're going to set up screens. Screens are the name of the game in this particular episode. Tailwind is cool as well. We like Tailwind. So we'll set up those two. This is absolutely a game to bring her along for. And of course, the entire point of this is we're going to get a bulky, very bulky Calyrex Shadow Rider behind screens, and then just kind of watch him tank stuff that he is not supposed to tank. And that's the name of the game today. So it should be for a fun time. Oh, that's a very cute trainer picture. But yeah, so here we go. Looks like the opponent is leading with Miraidon and Tornadus. Very, very cool. So this, of course, calls for a light screen, a Terra on the Ho-Oh. Terra on the Ho-Oh? Yeah, Terra on the Ho-Oh. So, gonna light screen, we're gonna get that tail up, or Terra on the Ho-Oh up. Not actually gonna bother with... Yeah, so the main reason for tearing the Ho-Oh is we need the Ho-Oh to actually take a hit or two. I kinda wanna just actually... No, you know what? No, we're gonna protect. We're just gonna put up a light screen, we're gonna protect. We're gonna see what the opponent decides to do. We're not gonna spend the Terra because we are, of course, protecting. Alright. Okay, so they go electric. Now, the advantage of us waiting a turn before starting to do any sort of attacking, aggressive, offensive maneuvers is that we actually get to see that. And so now, the Terra, or not the Terra. The Terra will still probably be necessary, because otherwise my Ho-Oh is just going to go poof, and I don't want my Ho-Oh going poof. But it does mean that we have a neutral hit into the opponent with... Oh! They're just gonna drift my Grimmsnarl. That's gonna probably hurt. That did hurt a lot, but hey, you know what? We're still here! Okay, now the next thing we need to check... We're gonna do a quick moment to check their team. They have 2 physical attackers on their team. So one of them's probably here, but not necessarily here. I think we go for a Spirit Break. We are definitely going to Terra. We're going to go for, in this case, a Sacred Fire into the Miraidon, because now it's a neutral hit, rather than a resisted hit, which is what it was previously. Okay, so here we go. Got the Terra Dragon up, which will turn everything that isn't I guess Dazzling Gleam or Draco Meteor. Oh, okay, and they're just going with the Parabolic Charge. So this is most likely an Assault Vest Miraidon. Ho-Oh will, of course, tank that no problem behind the light screen with its really bulky natural special defense. Love to see that here. Have a Sacred Fire, friend. Ooh, that did good damage. And we got the burn for a little bit of extra chip. Okay, very nice, very nice. Alright, so this is a circumstance to send in Calyrex next, because we want to put a lot of offensive pressure on the opposition, okay? So we're looking to put the offensive pressure in that Calyrex naturally brings to the field, because that will encourage them to go for, I would say, very offensive maneuvers this turn, rather than try and blow up the Ho-Oh. Because at this point, they see Calyrex hit the field, they go, oh snap, I need to deal with that immediately. Because you kind of have to. The Ho-Oh, yeah, I mean, but the Ho-Oh didn't even do 50%, like, why would you be concerned about the Ho-Oh? Now, that being said, I could be entirely wrong, and they might just decide to, like, drop a Draco. But, as you can see, they are taking their time to think about it in this circumstance, so I think that they are weighing their options. Ultimately, though, I think that they're going to settle on the Calyrex, which is why we're going to go for the Protect this turn and just drop another Sacred Fire. Nope, I was wrong. Ho-Oh, though, look at that bulk. Isn't it beautiful? Such a bulky, bulky bird. Perfect. So that'll let us get another Sacred Fire off. Ho-Oh, you missed! How could you miss? It was straight in front of you! Oh, Mushu. What would we do without you? Okay, cool. So, that was unideal. But Ogerpon, come on in. Regenerator is neat. So we're gonna get Ogerpon in here. Gonna have Calyrex drop an Astral Barrage and then get out of dodge. And most likely get Ho-Oh back in so that we can possibly cycle a little bit more. The one exception to that, of course, being if the... Oh yeah, he's just gonna heal defenses from the Parabolic Charge. Of course he is. However, his electric terrain is gonna go away momentarily. Unfortunately, the light screen plus the bulk of these particular Pokemon will keep him from healing up too much. It's not really gonna appreciate the Astral Barrage that's gonna come in here momentarily, as that will do some damage. I would not be surprised to see Miraidon swap out shortly, because electric terrain will be going away. There's the leftovers proc. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. Ouchie, there goes the Tailwind. I want to just leave you in. Nah, we're going to swap the Ho-Oh back in, largely so that we can actually swap the Ho-Oh back out again. I want to Ivy Cudgel you. Hey, Calyrex has no particular need to stay in. The one thing that is, of course, still a bit pressing in the circumstance is the fact that the opponent has... Like, yeah, we do have a light screen up, but we are on a timer with that. Okay, so they are going to just go for another Parabolic Charge that's going to significantly hurt their own... significantly hurt their Tornadus. But it will also restore a lot of health to Miraidon. I am actually very amused, because I have used the Parabolic Charge Miraidon a lot, and actually enjoy it quite a bit. This one is almost certainly a Life Vest, or not Life Vest, Assault Vest. There we go. That'll remove basically all of its... all the health that it gained from that. And then the electricity disappears, which takes away a significant amount of its offensive potential. Yeah. I'm actually just gonna... I'm gonna Spiky Shield this turn. Partly because I think they're going to switch it out. We're gonna pull the OO out again for the Regenerator buff. I'm expecting a swap into Kyogre in the Miraidon slot so that they can reset electric terrain, as well as get up rain so they can throw a Hurricane into the... Ogerpon slot. And, to be honest, I don't really want my Ogerpon taking a Hurricane, so we're gonna have to deal with the Tornadus sooner rather than later. Yep, there's the Hurricane, as expected. Part of the reason I think why they have swapped to a Hurricane rather than Bleak Storm is because of the... it's because of... I'm actually going to Astral Barrage, and then we'll swap in. It's because Wide Guard. Wide Guard has a tendency to very much mess up... very much mess up Tornadus, because Bleak Windstorm is a multi-target move. So, alright, we'll see how this goes. Could be potentially in for a bad time if they just start clicking Water Spout. I'm hoping the combination of bulk invested into the Calyrex and the light screen does result in him surviving the hit, but we'll find out. There's a fair bit of experimentation in today's team. There's the Hurricane. Oh, tanking it like a champion. Ice Beam! Oh, we got that. No problem. Look at that. Look at that. Here's an Astral Barrage. I think we'll finally take care of the Tornadus, which is lovely. Get that +1 special attack, which we do very much like to see. Grim May boost coming out. Excellent. And got a little bit of chip into the Kyogre, which is good. Now, what that will allow us to do in this circumstance, actually, is we can go for a Tailwind with the Ho-Oh. Depending, of course, on what they decide to send out. If they send out the Miraidon, then we could be for an interesting time. Nope! Alright, that's what we like to see here. Okay. Actually... Oh, hold up. I want to see they have 1 turn left on their Tailwind. Okay, so this is actually a very good time for us to go for a Protect, set up our own Tailwind. Now, it's one of those, look at me, I have the speed control now. Assuming Ho-Oh can tank the hits, which I'm reasonably confident. Oh, look at that. Look at this majestic bird. Such chicken, much better. Bop, no problem. Beautiful Tailwind. Love to see it. And yes, here we have Calyrex, the Fantabulous. Our light screen is gone, which is a problem. But it could be worse, you know? It could, in fact, be worse. Ho-Oh, you have done an excellent service. And you might even continue to do some great things here. Astral Barrage coming out, gonna do a decent chunk to the Kyogre after the +1. Which is one of the scary things about Calyrex, you know, he gets even a single boost, and now he's doing 50% to Kyogre with the spread move. Like, yeah, it's... Oof! That hurt. That hurt a lot! But hey, we have other tools wherewith to acquire some... we have other tools to get some HP back, not just leftovers. Ogerpon! Alright, so our good friend Tornadus over there actually just, and I do mean just, protected. So what are we going to do? We're actually going to do another Astral Barrage. And the reason that we're doing Astral Barrage rather than something else, like Giga Drain, is because we have not yet confirmed whether or not they have a Focus Sash somewhere. And Focus Sash is a totally viable option to roll on Landorus. So, with that in mind, we need to make sure that we hit the Landorus with something to break the Focus Sash, if he does in fact have one, because he might. Bop. Well, regardless, he survived the hit, and here comes the Ivy Cudgel, which will finish him off. So there he goes. Excellent, that worked well. Okay, the rain goes away, but I think we still have one more turn of Tailwind, which is probably all we're gonna need. I will rephrase, which is hopefully all we're going to need. Otherwise, we could find ourselves in a world of hurt. Nope, it's all we're going to need. Okay, yep, we're just going to double check that. Yep, 1 turn of Tailwind. Astral Barrage and Ivy Cudgel. Here it comes. Okay. Waiting. Unfortunately for the opponent, with Calyrex having a +1 at this point, there's not really a whole lot that they will be able to do. Best case scenario would be going for that double protect on the Kyogre. Since I'm like 99% sure that the Miraidon had an Assault Vest, it was not going to be able to protect. That is the one downside about running the Assault Vest, is that you cannot use any moves that are not damaging moves. So, yeah, that's your trade-off. You know? But there we go. Fantastic game to the opponent. I actually like this team quite a lot. We'll probably roll it a bit more. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.